Hello, you beautiful, beautiful people. It's your friendly neighbor Welfare once again, and now we'll be tackling the next 50 stages of the Zygarde 50% Escalation Battle from stage 51 all the way to stage 100. And I just want to leave a slight disclaimer that unfortunately there will not be the boss stage 100 in this video as well. Because with the Angry Zygarde feature, I was actually lucky enough to actually skip that stage as well. So, but not to worry, I will be recording separate boss videos, let's say on my mobile version, or maybe on the spare 3DS. So, I will keep you guys up to date. There will definitely be a video release until then. So if you want to actually keep in touch with the latest videos that I'm actually having, you can actually still drop a subscribe. So yeah, you can actually keep in touch on the videos that will be coming up essentially. Alright, so with this stage from stages 51 all the way to stage 75, it's pretty much the same deal. You will get 3 Zygardes 50 summoning first, and then followed by a bunch of rocks as the second round of disruptions. Yeah, pretty much that. So it's still a manageable stage. There's not much increase of its HP overall. Not too much. And it can still be manageable with the team that I'm using, which actually is a pretty weak super effective team. Alright. So now we actually got Angry Zygarde activated on stage 53. And if you actually beat it within the 10-minute prerequisite, it will actually propel us to stage 59. So technically this stage, if it says what it says in game right now, it will actually say that it is actually currently stage 58 as of right now on the top left hand corner. But unfortunately the stage format will not resemble stage 58. Instead it could be, let's say, stage 53. It even could be a simple base level or a simple default level that Angry Zygardes might have that could be even weaker than stage 53. There is still a lot of grey areas in regards to how this Angry Zygarde stage itself is actually represented in terms of the difficulty in the stage itself. But regardless, we actually managed to defeat it within the 10-minute prerequisite, so it propelled us all the way to stage 59. Alright, so if you guys know how I'm orientating this video, I'll basically be jump cutting some stages. So just after I defeat a certain stage, it will actually show an Angry Zygarde stage. So that is why I actually cut from stage 59 all the way to stage 60. So now currently I'm showing you the boss battle of stage 60. And then you guys can actually be saying that the next stage following it will be an Angry Zygarde stage. And this stage 60 will actually be yeah, it's basically your next item or your next reward that you will be actually getting, which will actually be 5 hearts. So it can actually be pretty useful, especially on this stage where you want to even make use of this Angry Zygarde feature that this game is providing right now. Alright, so yeah, that's pretty much it. It's still pretty much the same old as you can see. It was summoned Zygarde 50% first, and then you will summon a bunch of rocks all the way from stage 51 to stage 75. Boss battle wise, in between, let's say your stages, stage 60, stage 70 will still be, I believe it will still be normal stages as it is from stage 51 to stage 75 basically. So yeah, easily manageable with any team. Just focus on the Pokemon that you really want to train up in your escalation as well. So the Pokemon that I actually emphasized in the previous video, if you guys can want to check it out, was actually Pokemon such as some fairies such as Florges, such as DNC, even some Pixie Power Pokemons can actually be really useful, especially on those insane boss levels. If you plan on doing a full item run on them, Pixie Power is probably needed, I would say. Dancing Dragons is probably just as important as well, so make sure you train up maybe a full dragon team that you might want, a full fairy team if you want for Pixie Power, and other non-support Pokemon that you might want to train up is your Zygarde 10%, your Zygarde 50%, and Gloomy, because those 3 Pokemon can be actually used in disruption. So if you actually were to actually spend time in grinding them up to a certain high level, yeah, I think it can actually really pay off. So yeah, so now we actually got another Angry Zygarde feature, as you guys can see right now. So again, it's the same old same old. Actually, if you guys have noticed, Angry Zygarde has actually been really generous. I don't know whether it is fixed within the person's game itself, but if you guys actually took note, or when I analyzed my first video, it seems that Angry Zygarde actually encountered 7 times. Basically 7, a great 7 times, from stage 1 all the way to stage 50. So I would say in this video it encountered maybe somewhere around that amount, maybe 6 to 7 times as well. So yeah, as you can see, so because of that we actually jumped quite a lot from stage all the way to stage 69. But as you can see, I'll be jump cutting a few levels, so that after I defeat this level, as you're seeing right now, there will be a new Angry Zygarde stage. So if anyone wants to take into account of the pattern, or trying to understand the pattern at which Angry Zygarde can actually activate, I think this video can actually be a really good video for you to actually reference it and try to understand how Zygarde, or how Angry Zygarde might actually be activated, whether it's actually completely random or whether there could be a set pattern to it. And yeah, so it's just pretty much of doing the same old, and it's the same thing over from stage 51 to stage 75 until we actually enter stage 76 up and onwards, which will actually be much tougher, but again still manageable with a pretty weak super effective team, your training team, or any team that you actually plan on bringing. Alright, so yeah, it's the same thing. So if you guys have any information, or if you guys want to share anything specific about the feature, or if you guys have any theories about how the Angry Zygarde feature can actually work, drop it in the comments, or maybe drop me a PM on Game FAQs or Reddit or whatnot. I'll be interested in trying to debunk certain theories, what might work, what might not actually work, and yeah, stuff like that. Alright, so we got the next reward on stage 75, which is actually an EXP booster large. Alright, so as I mentioned, directly after I beat this stage, it will be an Angry Zygarde stage. So it will be a stage 71 plus 3. So if you were to beat this stage, which seems to simulate that it is on stage 74 on the top left hand corner, I will be jumping all the way to stage 75. Alright, so again, there are some questions as if this stage is really as difficult as stage 71, or if this stage will be as difficult as stage 74 as it shows, or if it's just a default level that the game gives you. Let's say from stage 51 to stage 75, if you encounter any Zygarde there, maybe the default level of that Zygarde stage will be stage 51 all the way through within that stage 51 to stage 75 range. And maybe if you were to encounter Angry Zygarde within stage 76 all the way to stage 100, maybe the default level or the default difficulty of that Angry Zygarde stage will be as that of stage 76 all the way through. Because to be fair, Angry Zygarde stage seem much weaker than the other previous stage that you have done it before, if you get what I mean. Alright, so with that, we actually jump quite a bit here as well. So with that, we actually jump all the way to stage 75. I will do a jump cut to stage 76, and this will be the stage where there will be different, or at least a much different round of disruptions. So in this case, the earlier disruptions that it actually does, it will summon Zygarde 10%, and actually this disruption is actually much useful personally compared to the Zygarde 50% disruptions that we have seen earlier from stage 1 all the way to stage 75. Alright, but the second round of its disruptions is actually more brutal, where it will actually summon a column of blocks. Now unfortunately there isn't a really good super effective block smash plus Pokemon. If I'm not wrong, only Snover, it says it's only the super effective block smash Pokemon. So probably not ideal to actually bring a pretty weak Snover into this stage, honestly. And especially in later boss battles, blocks will be quite a feature there. So you can either wait for the blocks to actually be removed out, or you can actually use different Dragon Megas such as Mega Latios, Mega Latias. You can even use certain Megas such as Mega Obama Snow. You can even use Mega Gardevoir as well. And yeah, a lot of different Megas that can actually deal with blocks or any kind of disruptions pretty well. So yeah, that is something that you can keep in mind. Alright, so we got another Angry Zygarde activation here. So if you guys are interested to know my pattern of Angry Zygarde, from the first 50 stages when I actually did, after every 3 hearts, I always will see an Angry Zygarde encounter in between 3 hearts every single time. I will need to analyze this video after I post it on YouTube to actually see whether this pattern still follows my 3 heart encounter intervals. Hopefully it does. Hopefully there is a set pattern there that I can actually understand. And because of this such luck that I'm actually experiencing, I'm actually quite paranoid in terms of wanting to off my DS or wanting to quit the game, because I do not want to jinx this luck. But then again, it could backfire on me, because if you think about it, I would rather want to skip levels or boss levels on the much tougher stages instead of stage 50 and stage 100. So yeah, it could backfire on me, but regardless, this is how it is. Unfortunately, there is no stage 100 boss battle in this video, but I will be recording it separately. And yeah, but hopefully for most of the players, I hope you guys will be getting as lucky with Angry Zygarde activations like I. So yeah, basically that. And yeah, I just hope Angry Zygarde RNG blesses you in this entire escalation. Alright, so on stage, or actually if you were to go past stage 80, you'll be getting the award for stage 80 itself, which will be another 5 hearts. So we actually jump all the way to stage 81, but I'll be jump cutting it to stage 82. So basically this video is pretty much a really fully unedited video that I'm actually recording. So yeah, that's pretty much it. So for stages 76 all the way to stage 100, or at least to stage 99, it will be a very good idea to actually bring in Zygarde 10%, and it will actually help with your Dragon Mega to actually get up and running faster. It could be Mega Rayquaza, it could be the other Dragon Megas. Yeah, that's pretty much it. Or you can even use Mega Gengar as well. You can just bring in Zygarde 10%. Just for the sake of getting potential free combos. You can even use a good draw to actually eject it out, but if you have a chance of getting free combos with that Pokemon, and if you have a chance of actually training that Pokemon as well in the escalation stage, why not just bring that Pokemon instead? And Mega Boost Plus from Zygarde 10% is actually a really useful ability. So yeah, I don't see why you should not actually bring Zygarde 10% here. Alright, so with this, it's just that annoying block, or at least that annoying vertical columns of block that you actually have to deal with. And it can summon pretty much, I think, anywhere. It can summon from column 1 all the way to column 6. So if it summons on the extreme sides, then you're actually lucking out in actually having an easier time with getting more combos, I would say. If it disrupts on, let's say, column 3 and column 4, then you'll probably be in a really tight spot, especially. Alright, so we got another Angry Zygarde stage. Once again, And if I'm not wrong, this should take us past stage 90, so we will be getting the award for stage 90 here as well, which will be a level up. So yeah, maybe you guys are actually enjoying this escalation in terms of the different amounts of items and prizes that you can actually get from this stage. Now the items that you will be getting on mobile version is actually much different, because there is no level ups, there is no ways or level candies released on mobile stage, or at least on mobile shuffle yet. So you'll be getting mega speed ups in comparison, or in compensation for that. You'll be getting +5 moves, disruption delays, EXP times 1.5 instead of all these other EXP boosters that the 3DS shuffle is actually getting. So that is the main difference. But later on the stage, you will be pretty much, if you're getting ways or level candies on the 3DS, it will be mega speed ups for the mobile version. So yeah, pretty much that. And as I mentioned before, there is no Angry Zygarde feature on the mobile version. So crap, I cannot imagine myself encountering or doing all those difficult boss battles late on in the mobile version. I really cannot imagine that, honestly. Alright, so apologies, we did not actually skip stage 90 yet. But now we will be tackling the stage 90 stage, which is still pretty much the same as all the other levels from stage 76 all the way to stage 90. So you will get a summon of Zygarde 10% first, and then follow which you will still be getting that huge column of blocks being summoned towards you. So it's quite an annoying, mundane, repetitive escalation, but thankfully these non-boss stages are really easy to defeat. And if you guys got bank hearts from, let's say, Street Pass or Home Pass, then you can actually really push through this escalation pretty quickly. If I'm not wrong, for stage 50 I actually did it within 21 hearts. Yes, correct. From stage 1 to stage 50 I actually used exactly 21 hearts to actually finally defeat stage 50, or at least pseudo stage 50. Alright, so as I mentioned, if the column of blocks actually summon on column 3 or column 4, it can really put you in a tight spot. But it is what it is. So you might not even want to use Mega Rayquaza on this stage itself. You can even use, let's say, Mega Gardevoir. I think that will help much better. There's no real need to actually use Mega Aerodactyl, I would say. So I would actually recommend using, let's say, Mega Gardevoir for this stage. If you guys are actually having trouble with the block column disruptions. But as you can see right after this, even after the block disruption column actually goes away, you will still have enough time to get some free bots to actually deal any remaining damage that you can actually get. So you can either deal with the blocks as it is right now, and another unlucky column 3 block column disruption again, or you can actually wait for the blocks to disappear, and hopefully you will get some free combos activating as soon as that column of blocks disappear, and just use, let's say, Mega Gengar or Mega Rayquaza to just carry out or carry your team with whatever free bots that you have. So yeah, that's pretty much it. Pretty much that. Alright, so yeah, as you guys can see, I'm actually trying to push out these videos as fast as possible. I might be doing a little bit slower on these stages because I think I was playing these stages at around, let's say, 5 AM all the way to around, let's say, towards 6 plus, 7 AM plus. So yeah, pretty tired, but part of me wants to actually take advantage of this Angry Zygarde feature in terms of skipping, or at least having the potential to actually skip boss battles. Part of me is actually worried that if there will be a check-in later on today, this feature of actually skipping big, huge potential boss battles might be actually be removed. So in the sense that I want to capitalize on that as well, because I'll be already dealing with these boss stages on mobile, so I do not want to actually try to do it on the 3DS as well. So yeah. And if you guys know how I play, I don't ever use a Mega Start, I don't ever use a Disruption Delay. So if I have the opportunity to actually skip a very painful boss battles, I will take it. I'm human, I will admit I will take it. I think it will be a little bit foolish to not actually take such an opportunity. Whether it might be a feature, whether it might be a glitch, who knows. But yeah, I would take that opportunity. If I could actually skip it, why not? Honestly. So yeah. So you guys can actually drop some comments in the, just check these new updates. Were you expecting new main stages to be released instead? Were you expecting a huge Escalation Battle to actually be released? So yeah, you can just share your thoughts in the comment section. I will most likely be doing a huge 350 subscriber giveaway as soon as possible. I just need to find time between this Escalation Battle and actually making the video on that as well. But it will be coming, so no worries about that. Alright, so it will be interesting to know whether this new feature or this new Escalation Angry feature might be revamped in older escalation stages, such as, let's say, your Giratina stage, your Delibird stage, your Keldeo escalation stage, all those previous escalation stages, and whether the reward system for that will also change because of the new enhancements that are actually implemented in the 3DS version. So I think it might be a bit difficult for this to happen on 100 stage escalation battles such as Giratina. I think it will be tricky. It will be a little bit tricky, but otherwise, I would like to see it. It seems that Mega Speedups isn't the in thing right now as compared to Racer levels. So yeah, it's pretty interesting. Pretty interesting. Alright. So with these stages from stage 76 to stage 99, it's pretty much of trying to luck out and not having that column of blocks actually coming towards column 3 or column 4. And yeah, that's pretty much it. It's the same thing, it's just only having to do with that column of blocks essentially, and that's about it. Alright, so directly after this stage ends, you will actually be getting an angry Zygarde feature once again that will actually propel me to actually skip the stage 100 boss. Alright, so I will just be emphasizing why this happens, why this might happen. I'm still not too sure about why and how, but I think it's a good feature to take advantage of to actually really skip important boss battles, and the information already states that it is possible to actually skip reward battles. So yeah, so as you can see, we got a Zygarde, angry Zygarde here. So from stage 97, which I am at now, it will actually add on 3 stages, so if I were to defeat it, I will be propelled towards stage 101. So essentially, technically on the top left hand corner, it will tell me that I will be on stage 100, but unfortunately, this will not be the case once again. I will be battling maybe a default level from the stages of stage 76 to stage 99 with this Mega Zygarde, because it's this stage or this angry Zygarde that I'm facing right now, it seems a little easier compared to stage 96. So yeah, not too sure what explains it, but why not take advantage of it if it's there. Alright, so yeah, I really don't want to screw this up. It will be a really good opportunity for me to actually really jump past another boss battle. shockingly, surprisingly, amazingly, if I were to actually defeat this level right now, or this Angry Zygarde stage right now. And thankfully the column of blocks actually summoned somewhere else. As you can see, I'm actually still using my pretty weak super effective. So if you guys can actually compare with the similar kinds of disruption that it actually does from the previous stages, it is not a it is definitely not the stage 100 boss battle. It is exactly around the same disruption pattern from stage 76 all the way to stage 99, and with that we actually defeated it within the first 8 moves. 8 moves, not too bad. And you guys can see, I'm actually showing you guys on the top left hand corner that it does show stage 100, but it will not be a stage 100 boss battle format. Alright, so that's basically it. And well, as you can see, we got a race max level candy. Really nice. Alright, so I really hope you guys enjoyed the video. I really hope it helps whether you're doing research on Angry Zygarde features and whatnot. Drop a like, drop a subscribe. Thank you for the support, and I'll catch you on the next video. Take care.